Hey everybody, it's Beth. I took this large bunny from the Dollar Tree Plus section and I removed the tail as well as the lettering, the hanger, and the little bow from the front. I sanded down the front of it because when I pulled off the letter and the tail, it pulled off a bunch of the finish on it. I then took Sage Color Chalk Paint by Folkart and I used a sponge to apply it, gave the entire thing 2 coats. And since the front was a little messed up from where I had pulled off the things, I'm going to use the back as the front of the project. Once the sage paint was dry, I took this large round pouncer sponge and dipped it in sheepskin color chalk paint by Folkart and made a bunch of circles throughout the entire front of my bunny. And then I took a smaller one of the pouncer sponges and just kind of went through each of the circles and filled in any little gaps that were left. And then when the paint is still wet, I take the sage color again in a small paintbrush and kind of just outline little sections of the circles. And I make sure to do it when it's wet just so it blends in with the white, so it'll give it a little bit lighter color. So it'll be a little different than the base color. Once that's completely dry, I take some twine and wrap it around the neck a couple times and tie it off in a knot and cut off the excess. And I got this greenery from Joann's and I cut off just a couple small pieces and set that aside. And then before I get anything on the front of it, I add in a hanger. So I just wanted some simple twine. I didn't want the beads back on there. So I just made a hanger on the back and stapled that into place. Then took the greenery and stapled those off to one side, right on top of the twine. And then took this wired ribbon that I got from Amazon and cut 2 pieces. I didn't measure, I just went by the size I wanted. They were probably about 9 inches, I'd say. And just folded them around into loops and then stacked them on top of each other, pinching them in the center and tying a piece of twine in the middle. I then took a separate piece of twine and stapled that in between the greenery, and then took that and wrapped it around my little bow and cut off the excess. And that is it for this project. Thank you so much for watching.